All right, let's talk about one of the most incredible systems you have. I mean, it's your body's own built-in mechanism for healing. It's powerful, it's backed by science, and you have way more control over it than you probably think.
You know that feeling, right? Where you just feel stuck in on mode, constantly stressed, maybe a little burnt out, like you're running on a treadmill that just will not stop. It's a feeling so many of us have, and guess what? There's a very real biological reason for it.
So, here's our game plan. We're going to break it all down. First, we'll look at why our systems are stuck in overdrive. Then, we'll meet the amazing rest and digest system that acts as our body's brake. After that, we'll get into the science of how you can actually activate it, check out all the incredible benefits, and wrap up with how you can start your own path to healing. Okay, let's dive right in. See, to really understand how to heal, we first have to get a handle on the system that's keeping us in that state of constant alert in the first place. So let's meet the culprit, your sympathetic nervous system. Now, this thing is a brilliant, ancient survival tool. Seriously, when our ancestors were faced with, say, a saber-toothed tiger, this system would flood their bodies with adrenaline and cortisol, getting them ready to either fight for their life or run for the hills. It was designed for short, intense bursts of real physical danger. But here's the crazy part. Our brains don't really know the difference between a tiger in the bushes and 1,000 unread emails. That exact same ancient survival system, it's getting triggered all day long. By traffic jams, by stress at work, by the constant pinging of our phones, we're basically living in a state of chronic activation.
The best way to think about it is like you're in a car with your foot slammed on the gas pedal, and you just never let up. That's what so many of us are doing to our bodies day in and day out. And, it's just exhausting. It's not sustainable.
Okay, but here's the good news. For every gas pedal, there has to be a brake, right? And that's the solution we're going to get into now. This is kind of the hero of our story. And you can really see the perfect balance here. I mean, look at this. While the gas pedal revs you up, mobilizes energy, and jacks up your heart rate, the brake pedal does the exact opposite. It conserves and restores energy, it slows your heart down, and it gets your body back to the important business of healing and just maintaining itself. And this is your parasympathetic nervous system. Think of it as your body's internal maintenance crew. It's the state you absolutely need to be in for your body to do its job, to digest food properly, repair your tissues, fight off illness, and just generally get back into balance. It is, quite literally, your healing state. So the big question is, right, if we have this amazing built-in brake pedal, how do we actually use it? Well, the fantastic news is that we can consciously and deliberately engage the system. It's a skill, and it's a skill that every single one of us can learn. And listen, this isn't just about feeling relaxed. This is about triggering a real, measurable, physiological shift inside your body. The science on this is incredibly clear. When you activate this system, you are creating the actual biological conditions that are necessary for healing to happen. So how does it actually work? It's honestly a pretty straightforward 3-step process. First, you provide an input signal, something simple, like a slow, deep breath. Second, that signal travels down what's called the vagus nerve. This thing is a massive nerve superhighway, the longest cranial nerve in your body, connecting your brain to your heart, your lungs, and your gut. It carries the message, hey, we're safe, the danger has passed. And finally, your body responds. It gets the message and shifts gears out of fight or flight and into rest and digest. Okay, so what's the actual payoff here? I mean, when you get good at applying this internal brake, what kind of changes can you really expect to see and feel? Well, the benefits they're profound. First and foremost, a calmer body leads to a calmer mind. It just does. When your physical body isn't screaming danger, all those thoughts of anxiety and worry, they start to quiet down. You actually create mental space and reduce that feeling of being constantly overwhelmed. You simply cannot get deep, restorative sleep when your fight or flight system is running the show. It's impossible. By engaging your parasympathetic system before bed, you're basically telling your body it's safe to power down, and that leads to sleep that actually repairs and recharges you. And let's not forget the digest part of rest and digest, right? When you're stressed, digestion gets put on the back burner. It's not a priority. Activating your brake pedal allows your body to get back to properly absorbing nutrients and maintaining good gut health, which, as we all know, is the foundation for pretty much all wellness. And look, these aren't just feelings. We can actually measure these changes. When you activate your brake, the levels of stress hormones like cortisol literally drop. Your blood pressure lowers, and your heart rate variability, which is a key indicator of how resilient and healthy your nervous system is, it improves. It's real.
So, we have covered the why and how. Now for the most important part. What can you do right now, today, to start putting this all into action? And the beautiful thing is that the tools are incredibly simple. I mean, we're not talking about anything complicated here. A slow breath where your exhale is just a little longer than your inhale, that's the most direct route. But so is gentle movement, or just spending a few minutes in nature. Even humming, singing, or having a good, real laugh can do it. All of these things stimulate that vagus nerve and send that all-clear signal to your body.
If you take away just one single thing from all of this, please let it be this. You are not a passive victim of stress. You have a powerful biological toolkit for healing that is already inside you. Your only job is to learn how to use it.
So this isn't just interesting information, you know? It's really an invitation to take one slow breath, to step outside for a minute, maybe to put on a song you love and just hum along. The power to shift your state, to heal, it's already in you. The only question left is, how are you going to use it today?